Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the.
And welcome everyone to the Man Cave. My name is Paul Knapp, and I will be your host for tonight's show. This is season number 2, episode number 47, if you can believe that. And waiting in the green room tonight is our good friend, Mr. Jim Heinen. Jim has been on the show before. We call him the Box Man. So if you follow with us, you will know that he's been on the show before. But first, before we get to our special guest tonight, I want to introduce my panel members. And recently back from his penis reduction surgery, this is Rick Bradshaw. How you doing, Rick?
You said you weren't going to mention that.
I know, but I didn't want to talk about that rash, so I thought I'd talk about your surgery.
I survived. Everything's good.
And still in the witness protection program, this is Mr. Stacy Armstrong. Stacy, how are you doing, sir?
Hi.
Keep your face covered.
I can't.
You might be getting kicked off the air real quick tonight.
Oh, jeez.
What a way to start. Hey, it's Christmas,
Oh,
man.
God.
Come on. No, they can't kick us off the air at Christmas, can they? Let's see who we got in the room. We got Big Boss Jack with us tonight. My sister's with us. Now, I sent my sister a link, and I know she just looked at it. I said, hey, if you want to pop in tonight and meet the guys, just click on that link. But I think she's scared. So,
Oh, come on, Barb.
maybe by the end of the year, we'll get her on as a special guest, and she can tell you guys all about what I was like growing up. Ernie's Attic. Nice to see you tonight. Murray, we just had him pop in for a little bit backstage. So he's going to be with us next week. So he'll bring us some news from Canada and let us know how much snow is up there right now. Action Joe Figs, glad you could join us.
Yeah, Moondoggy.
Moondoggy's back.
Yeah,
Must not have scared him away last. We didn't scare him away last week. He came back for more. So
He likes GI Joe. He posts a lot of good stuff in my Facebook
I joined
page.
that new photo group, or there was somebody else starting another photo group, or
Which one? Do you remember?
I don't know. I got an invite for one too, and I joined
I
it.
think it wasn't as big, but it wasn't just 1/6 scale. It was any action figures of any kind or something like that. Yeah. So I just joined that one. I'll have to look
I
up
don't
the
know
name.
of it either.
Yeah, find out what the name of it is and let me know. See if I'm in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sister's ready for bed. Sucks getting old. Sucks getting old, Barb.
You can stream from bed. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to let's go to Rick first. You don't have to talk about that surgery. You can just let that alone.
I'm sitting on one of those inflatable donuts right now.
Is that why you're having trouble balancing?
I'm always like that. It's terrible.
Okay.
All right. What do I got? I got a few things. So these are my new figures I found. These are made by Giada Toys. Yeah. Street Fighter 2 figures.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like Ryu.
Yeah.
This is actually Fei Long.
Oh, it looks like Ryu. Where's this headband? And
This is
I know the
Ryu.
white. Yeah. Okay.
Here's Ryu with a Joe head.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I got these. I didn't
Joe
think
is on
about-
steroids there, dude, for sure.
Yeah. I didn't think about doing the Joe heads until I got the figures. I ordered these off of Amazon. And they actually worked pretty good. And I got Chun-Li too. Chun-Li. She's kind of neat. And these are amazingly articulated. You can put them in all kinds of poses. And the cool thing I found out, let me figure out what arm I've got here. is Jada Toys was making these, and they were having a lot of QC problems,
Yeah.
and so they switched companies who were manufacturing them from them and got a better product. And luckily, these are the better ones. Because I've just got into these. They've been out for about a year, so I managed to get the good ones instead of, because then I would have had to rebuy them, and I didn't want to have to do that.
Yeah.
So onto the 1/6 scale. I'm sure everyone has one of these. Everyone have a Robbie?
Robbie
Everyone-
Robot. Yep.
Robbie Robot.
Did everyone get one of these from Walmart when they came out?
And you too can have one.
No,
How many of those did you pick up?
Yeah.
two, but I already sold the other one.
Did you?
Oh, okay.
So these are cool. This one needs batteries, but let me see. Yeah, he won't.
Yeah.
He won't say the rest of the thing because his
Got the light.
batteries are dying. But he says like 3 phrases from the movie Forbidden Planet, and then he can actually walk. He actually walks.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
But this is, perfect 1/6 scale. If you need a Robbie the Robot, they were trying to. People were writing the company that made this, trying to get them to do a B9 from Lost in Space, but I don't know if that ever happened. I know it didn't happen, but I don't know how the company thought of it.
Yeah, I would have done the Lost in Space one if they're, but
Yeah. But that's a licensing thing that maybe was too much.
probably.
And then this is kind of, I haven't done anything like this in a while, but I actually bought an Adventure Team guy, which
Yeah.
I think this is really nice, really cool.
Nice.
Now I see the head. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What head?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
hey, look at him. He's outfitted. Look at it. He's
I
buff.
like that kit, man. He's kitted out,
Look
man.
at that, huh?
He's an old guy.
I know,
Is
but
that
he's
gray
got a
hair?
little bit modern kit there. Definitely the
Yeah,
top is
nice.
modern.
Got a sidearm. Got some nice buckle
Who-
top boots.
Who makes that top? The blouse.
This came from you used to be able to buy these figures from Amazon they were cheap, but the outfits and the guns and stuff were really nice. The figures themselves were junk. They were super articulated, but they couldn't, all the joints were wicked loose. They couldn't hold up the figures. And
Oh.
I cannot remember what they're called. They're not as cheap as they used to be, though. You can
Or he
still
said Power
find them.
Team, but no.
Wasn't Power Team. It was something out of, you bought them out of China or whatever. And they did SWAT guys and Army guys. They were good.
Mr.
But-
Filmaholic is in shock seeing my big fat head on a G.I. Joe. I think.
That's the Paul Knapp Adventure Team.
I'd like to get Jeff Shear one of those so I can star in one of his movies, man.
Yeah. You could do your own
Between
voice.
him and Adam. Yeah, like I could jump in and help the adventure team do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone can take care of you for that. I think
Oh,
they
I
can.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, we might know somebody.
So where's your big head with the glasses? We're waiting
I
for
don't know.
that.
I don't know. He wasn't in the mailbox yesterday, so I'm bumming because I wanted to get him outfitted. So,
Well, there's always next week.
yeah, hopefully he shows up. I'm guessing it's too close to Christmas and everything's backed up. I just shipped a package out today to Keith Mayo, and theoretically he should have got it like Wednesday, but it's not scheduled to show up till Friday. So it's only going down to Alabama.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
postal service.
Yeah, at least just as long as they don't lose it. I guess I'll take the extra days of delivery. So
All right. Is that it
That's
for
what I
this
got.
week? All right,
that's
cool.
it.
All right, Mr. Witness Protection Program. How are you?
You don't see me. Okay, so I was at our local G.I. Joe in Michigan club meeting, and I sold some stuff, I bought some stuff, I traded for some stuff. So I got me a horse for my Mountie.
Is that a Marks? Or is it?
Yes, and I'm going to paint him black. I'm going to flock him, and I got to get, of course, a bridle and all that kind of stuff. So got that. I got I picked up an Ace for my Hall of Fame stuff. I picked up a wrong head, of course. You know, he's supposed to have a flock head. This is
Okay.
uh,
It's not
English,
the
you know,
version of Atomic Man. Yeah.
power, yeah, Atomic Man, yeah. So, you know, with the heart. So,
Yep.
and then I'll give you an update. Oh, I got this from a good buddy of mine. I've been wanting one of these. I used to have one a long time ago, but I got a wind boat for the adventure
Oh, wow.
team,
Yeah.
and got that from Daryl Conrad. So give him a good shout out. He's a good Joe buddy. And then I'm going to give you the update now on James Bond. So I got the suit in, still waiting for the gun. I'll do this.
Yep.
So there we go.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
nice. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that larger neck post I think makes a difference.
Yeah, because he would have, he'd have been like Turtle, you know.
Yeah.
So, so I picked a good suit. I thought the suit was good.
Yeah, it looks
I
good.
gave him a handkerchief and a tie clip. They didn't come with it, and so I'm just waiting for the gun and the silencer. And Murray said he was going to make me a James Bond style holster for it.
Very nice.
So yeah, so
Ah, cool.
that's pretty much it for me.
All right. Well, shall we bring out our special guest?
Yes.
I want to make sure he's still there. He didn't walk away.
Is he still?
So he's been on our show once before. This is Mr. Jim Heinen. I'm going to bring him up big. How you doing, sir? How are you tonight?
Good. How are you?
Welcome, Jim.
Awesome, man.
How's it going?
So, Mr. Boxman, what do you have for us tonight?
What do I have tonight? Here at New York Galopticon, G.I. Joe Factory. We like to make boxes, so we kind of know. Well, first off, let's say Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah.
I won't be here next weekend or next week on the show. We got a pastor to say our prayers for us. We got Santa Claus to bring us our G.I. Joe stuff.
Very
Put
nice.
them over here for a second.
Where'd you find the 1/6 scale Santa suit? Was that the Cotswold or is that somewhere else?
Yeah, they ran them for a little while.
Yeah.
You could still find them out there. So we know the Hasbro did the Sigma 6 Adventure Team, the 3 sets that we see in the front here, the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, Recondo. So, and in the book that was in the set, they have a map in the center, and along the map is the trail with 6 adventures in there. So, and on those, the little red dots have the logo for the creature that's in that adventure, so we can see what's in the adventures that they made, and more importantly, the ones that they didn't make. So we see that they used a scorpion, a gorilla, and a shark in the sets that they did not make. So since they made them like the next year, when we realized that they weren't going to make the rest of them, you kind of like, well, you know, how am I going to do that someday? And then, well, I had opportunities in the past year and a half or so, and they went underway. So what I did is I created the 3 other adventures that Hasbro never did. So what I did is I got, as you can see on the original boxes, the snake one has a clear window, and the other 2 have a branch or end or whatever's hanging in the other one. So I used the snake one, so it was a clear window, it'll be easier to use to replicate. So I got one of those sets. Take the skin off of it, you scan it, and then you got it on your computer, so to say. You steal the window out of it because you're going to use those in your new set, because you need the window with the creases and the logo. It's easier. I found it easier to buy the set as cheap as you can and steal the window instead of trying to make a new window with the creases and stuff. So you get exactly what you want if you just use the original. So we scanned this, and then now you need new pictures on the back. On the back, they had the pictures of the action figure and the creature doing that adventure in an environment. So I went on eBay, found creatures that the body sculpts that were similar to the way they made Sigma 6, all the weird body sculpt. So I found a shark, I found a gorilla, and I found a scorpion. The gorilla is some sort of Batman gorilla guy. The scorpion's some sort of Power Ranger thing. And the shark he's got Toys R Us printed on him. So that was good enough for me to use. I don't know where he's from. So we got the underwater one with the shark. So we find a Duke in the scuba outfit, and we use him for our set. The scorpion's going to be out in the desert, so a suitable guy for that is Spirit. That's more of his environment, if you will, with the eagle. And then the gorilla, he's pretty tough, so he needs to go up against somebody pretty big. So we put him with heavy duty.
So the figures that are in there, they're 1/6 scale, or did you go back to Sigma 6 scale?
The figures themselves are Sigma 6 figures.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Right. And then the creatures are of the same similar scale, so they fit inside the box and appropriate. So trying to keep us going along here.
How did you, let me ask you a question. How did you do the dossier on the back of the box then, where it tells the story? Did you just make that up, or did you?
I sat down and wrote my own stories. I photographed each one of the stories and read it, and had it, wrote it out. No, I worked off my phone on that point. So I had the stories, and then I wrote out my own stories, from start to finish. A little adventure. I could read one quick if you want to hear it. Duke enters the water in the Gulf of Cobra Island. His adventure: repair an underwater communication line that has been severed by a menacing great white shark. Duke arms himself with a spear gun and 2 tranquilizer pistols. With his trusty sea sled, Duke dives down to discover he might be seriously outnumbered. His quick thinking of striking the biggest of the bunch with his spear gun sends the school of them rushing away briefly. Duke moves in fast to repair the line. His mighty kung fu grip helps with a quick fix. As Duke turns to grab his sea sled, 2 smaller sharks rush towards him. He uses his 2 pistols and hits each one broadside. Now's his chance. Duke narrowly escapes a treacherous ending. So,
can you get that box closer to the camera for us, just to see?
Yeah.
The back of it, like what you did with the back. And
so I took the action figures
closer, man, and center. Yeah. There you go. There, perfect. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a cool picture, man.
I took the action figures and the creatures that I bought, and I gave them to my friend Jan Montagna, and he does his Instagram photographing and stuff. So he set up little environments, and he made these photographs for me to use on the back of his package. So it's his artwork also enhancing my artwork. So I thank you very much, Jan.
Yeah.
That's him, Mr. Kregaff. Visit him and see the other work that he does. He does great stuff. Other than G.I. Joe, it's all sorts of superheroes and other action figures telling their own stories. So he did that particular artwork on these packages. He did the artwork, sent me the pictures. They went to the photographer or the graphics guy that I worked with. I wrote the stories on the back of the 3 packages. We sat and we put those in our scan. We had the image of the story page on the back. So we went in and put all new wording in the lines. All the little wording for the equipment that's in the package is changed from like the original one. It has the catapult
Yeah.
And this one, you know what I mean? It's got
Yep.
all new wording in there for that, so it's correct for this set.
And you said they have that box inside it too, the storage container that came with the Adventure Team ones.
These on the ends, the end caps.
Oh, that's right. That's the end caps. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like hard.
So,
They're hard plastic on the ends, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got the handles on the inside of the box.
Yeah.
Comes with the handles taped on it in there.
Gotcha.
So that's the inside with the insert in there.
Yep.
That's what you got out of the original. I've already stole the window out of it. I used it to scan so I could use the graphics over, added Jan's pictures to it, added my stories to it, add backdrop to that insert, take all the guts out of it, lay the insert flat, put this new backdrop on there. Put the insert back together into a box form. Now you're ready for, I don't have a molded insert that's going to hold all my stuff like this is. This is a molded tray to hold all the trinkets that go inside. So you go to Hobby Lobby and you pick up some nice clear plexiglass, and then you make up a template that's going to fit inside here.
Yeah.
And on that template, then you lay out all your figure, your figure, your creature, this one is for Spirit. This was the last one that I did. So it's got the spot for his arrow pack and the scorpion and him and the eagle and stuff like that. You set everybody, you drill all their hole, mark their holes, tape this to your cut up piece of that, drill all your holes through it, use your wires from your old classic collection figures that come out of the boxes.
Yeah.
Dude, you take all yours out of there, and when I took some of my classic collection out, I put all those little ties and the clips in a sandwich bag, rolled them up, put them back in the box in case I want to put them back in there. And some of them I put them back in the box just so they're cleaner, they're neater, they take up less space. But then some of them I haven't gotten back, so I used up their wire ties.
I hate those rubber bands that come with some of them.
Yeah, they always break, they dry out.
Yeah.
So this is Jaws of Death. That's Duke up against the shark. Let me get in. I get that whole dyslexia with moving my arm in the picture.
Ernie's Attic wants to know: is that vinyl artwork?
Is this vinyl artwork?
Like that scrolled picture that you had, and you.
Yeah, that's it's printed on vinyl, and then oh, that's right. He laminated it so it would give it a shine. But when I made the book and the map, which I'll show you, I didn't have them laminated, so it had a dusty, old, dry look to it, like an old book or an old map. This is Spirit.
Oh, wow.
The scorpion and the eagle, and you see his pack on the one side there, deep in the side, his backpack with the arrows, and then he got some other little thing. He got his bird perch behind him. He got another little thing in there. And then
nice pictures. I like
their own story. Yeah, Jan did a great job. He really did.
It really looks like something that Hasbro would have produced.
That's what I. Thank
It's
you.
authentic.
Yeah,
it's very authentic.
So, how many of each one did you make? Did you?
I have just this one set is complete.
Oh, okay.
You did
when I make it, like when I do most any of the other projects that I do that I'm serious about, I'll have two prints made in case I screw up the first one. I got a second print to just keep moving forward. And then if I screw that one up, then I got to go back to the printer and get two more made. So that's Duke with the shark. That's Spirit and Freedom with the scorpion. And this is Heavy Duty with the gorilla.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I don't recognize that gorilla. Where was that?
It's some sort of Batman thing.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
A Batman thing, really?
Here we go. Goofob or something like that.
I like the. Is that like a black and white Kung Fu Grip logo?
Yeah, it was. It's original because I stole the windows. I bought. I bought 3 sets, actually 4, because one of them I scored the window and I didn't like it, so I took it apart and bought a whole nother set so I could steal the window.
Is that Gorilla Grog by any
Yeah,
chance?
that's it. Gorilla
Gorilla
Grog.
Grog. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And on this one here, this one's got a cool feature. Since the backpack was energized, if you will, I wanted to be able to utilize that. So I I cut a hole. I made a punch out of a copper pipe fitting.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I cut an edge on it, and then so it's sharp, and then use it as a punch. And then I cut a hole in here, so you can push the buttons.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
And the middle one does a green light behind.
So you haven't made any changes to the Sigma 6 figure, really, have you?
No, I just added him.
I
didn't
mean,
change-
you get the figure the way you want, and then you add all the other stuff, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It was enough work to do.
And then
Oh,
make the
sure,
story.
man.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But aren't those Sigma 6? I've never had any. Are they interchangeable parts and stuff, or no?
Some of them are like the weapons or whatever. Yeah, you can use it with. So
No, but I mean like legs and arms and stuff. You can't interchange with other figures or something, can you?
I
They
don't. I
don't
don't.
pull apart.
No.
Rick.
No.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Rick, that's your department of taking people apart, and I just utilize them the way they are, and I focus more on the packaging and creating,
Yeah.
something that never existed before.
Sure,
And
yeah. No, that's
Yeah, it's
cool,
not-
man.
Yeah.
So since I got 2, damn it, two prints made each time. When I did this one, I wound up with having the prints, as you can see in the background here,
Yeah.
and I wanted to showcase my friend's work more. Additionally, they're on the package, but these things will primarily sit on the shelf in display mode, so you see the fronts. So I got chunks of styrofoam to build up the back row. So ultimately, the old ones go in the back row, and the new stuff goes in the front row on the shelf downstairs, so you can see it. But in this sense here, we're just going to do something like that.
So Hasbro came up with 3. You came up with the other 3 they didn't come up with.
Correct.
Are you coming up with more of your own stuff that?
Not. Yeah, I have my own projects in the works, other stuff, but not this stuff. I'm not continuing because this is done. They said 6. They left it at 3. I did the other 3, and then they can.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They can weep. Yeah.
So have you ever done like Mego size figures with G.I. Joe?
I bought some. There was somebody that was on the show that had. They were doing. They were making a whole bunch of them other figures, pumping them out. They were saying or whatever, and creating the heads and the uniform.
Well, Angelo does the heads for the 1/12.
There was some guy that was saying he was doing like 1,000 or 2,000 of them a year. I can't remember who it was.
Crap.
I don't know where I saw it. It was either. I don't think if you're not recalling who it was on your show, then it was some other video that I saw after your show one night that had probably gone off or something.
Yeah.
After your show, I seen something, but Brent works. Brent's dolls.
Brent Stalls, yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of those things. That's I think more so of what I have now that I'm recalling the name of it. Yeah, I have those. I haven't done any projects like this. I have a couple of projects of 12-inch stuff going on for myself.
What scale would you say that Sigma 6 figures are? I mean, are
think
they
he's
close to like
8
Amigo?
I think he's like 8 or 9 inch.
Yeah, he's probably
a
close to
little.
an Amigo scale, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
so-
they're not quite Mego, but they're close, yeah.
But they're not the same.
No.
Migo is like G.I. Joe, just smaller. He's a human, if you will, body, and then you dress him, pants and shirt. These things are molded uniform and clothes on them half the time. Might have like the Snake Eyes. He's all molded, and then he's got one cloak hanging over his head and covers his shadows his face. Oh yeah, the other couple things. The map that I made that's in the center of the book.
Oh wow.
Glue that up. That's going to go on the right on the front of the shelf, and then I'll start putting the row of the new ones, and then the old ones will be on the shelf in the back, and then
So Pat just joined us from Elite Action Joe Studios, and he said he has a whole bunch of those Sigma 6.
yeah.
He said you can interchange the heads; they'll pop off. So
Oh,
you can,
okay, that's
but,
cool.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I took the stories off of the back of the book, and then I made the book, redid the book, but I made it a little bit bigger. And then now I constructed it just a little bit differently. I think there's only one story inside the book, but I have reproductions of all and the map of all the 6 stories from all of them. So you could actually look. This is the last piece that I'm doing for this whole project. Is I need to get 2 little pieces of wood and sandwich the binding and with a piece of twine. I got some really good twine, old
Hey, wait a minute, Jim. I got a
hand
question
stuff.
for you. I got a question for you. So
Yep.
are the maps, each one of the maps, different for each one of the Sigma 6s?
No, there was
They're all
one
the same?
book. Yeah, it was one book that came with each one of the set, and it was the same book. So,
Oh,
and it takes you along. This is the book, and again, it's the same
yeah.
map. So I
It's the
just
same map. Okay.
blew this up to a 17 by 22, and then what I needed 6 by 9 or 12 by 9 for the inside of the
It's
book
too bad that they didn't do like an individual map for
for
each
each one
one.
of the adventures or
And
something
then
like
you could
that.
have done your own 3 maps. And then once
Yeah,
you put all 6 together, you have one final big one to solve.
yeah. So this
But
is kind of the way it'll sit, raising the other back. So the old ones will go in the back row. Where, oh yeah, I
sure,
recognize them back there, but then in the front row.
yeah, but the front, so yeah,
So
showcase your stuff. Yeah.
yeah, for the show. Yeah, that's it.
Just reading some of the comments. You got some people motivated. They're gonna start looking into Sigma 6 stuff now, man. So.
Well, it's not so much the Sigma 6. It's taking your venture the other way.
Sure.
Is like you guys, whatever you do, you take them out of the boxes. You take them out of the boxes, and you do your videos and stuff. This is kind of a way rolling it back. This is what you're going to see on the shelf in the store when you go finding it. This is the
Yeah.
cool stuff. That
Yeah. No, definitely.
yeah.
Man.
I mean, it's all cool, really.
Yep.
Really. I've watched some of the videos, they're cool too. Just even some of the figures that are created. I got figures here, the claw guy that I got, off of eBay. It's a whole claw instead of an arm and stuff like that. And he's now part of my axis of evil. I'm building up. So, and then that's a project for me too, is take them. I got 6 guys now. I got the guy with the yellow jacket. We all got him. We all got him. I've seen a couple people building their troops of evil guys and stuff or whatever. So here's the claw guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He got a pretty cool claw on him. What else do I
Did the
got?
Sigma 6s, did they each one take individually about the same amount of time to make? Did one take longer? And
Well, it was
did you have a hard time finding the animal or whatever you were going to
no,
include?
I just did it in steps like that. It was like, oh well, I need creatures. So let me find the creatures that are going to be suitable for Sigma 6. The cut of the animal, the cut of the body on the character and stuff. So I found the shark that looked pretty good. The scorpion looks a little more mechanical if you really look at him, but he has a sculpt similar. And then the gorilla, you can see the gorilla. He's got a great sculpt to go. He's like perfect.
Yeah.
And the size of them were again perfect. So that's the start of it. Is your creature that'll fit inside the box. The character is going to fit inside there because Sigma 6 is Sigma 6. They're the same height. So now just find the scuba guy. Got one. Just scroll eBay. Find your character. Like I said, we got a scorpion, so let's put a different environment or whatever. And then again, you got to go with the badge that's on the top of the box the travel badge that you see on the 1960s suitcase or the back of the car. We went to here, and a patch, the sticker that goes on. Well, they put them on the top of the box, whatever it is. You can see them a little better. So, and then that tells a little bit of the story. It shows the desert, so that helps you along with the story. So, and then
I think we need to come up with a box for this guy.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
What kind of adventure? What kind of adventure can we have with this dude here?
Well, Rick had the other guy before with the adventure team logo on it, right?
Yeah.
You could do a line of them, man. We do the base guy with the work fatigues on him, your work clothes on, and then go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, all this guy needs is a desk, a chair, and a computer, and I'm
telling you,
me at work every day. I could just do that.
Call the cat, man. You get your own line of Dr. Evil action figures going, man. I'm telling you, hook it up, man. I'll sew them together for you. I'll send them back to you. I don't care.
Andy and Indy to make a bunch of heads up
stuff going. Yeah, it's cool. It is cool.
Yeah.
Great job, Andy.
Yep, he did a good job.
Yep, use the Barbie hair. Put one on me. Yeah.
Any other questions, man? We got some time. We got plenty of time, man. What else you working on? Any 6-inch or 12-inch figures?
Yeah, I got. Well, like I said, I got ideas growing with the Axis of Evil over here. Try and figure out how to put them into box sets. And then I got one or two other ones going on too. One of them is actually a 3 3/4 inch figure. It's I just call it AT3. So it's a boxed adventure team set of 3-inch figures. So we'll leave it there until it grows more. So yeah.
The Paul Knapp figure came from Andy and Indy. He's 3D printing my head. Apparently.
Oh, the head's 3D printed?
Yeah, that's a 3D print, man.
Dude, man, that's amazing.
Stacy, show him yours. Or no, Stacy, you didn't get one, did you?
No, I did not get one.
Any reason why? Is there something wrong with my head? You don't want my head in your collection? Is that what it is? Look at
that. Look at that one, the adventure team one.
I know. I like it. I'm digging it.
I reserve the right to comment on that later.
I said I want to get one of these two, either Adam or Jeff or Robert, and put them in one of their storylines, man.
Send that guy. Send him on a mission.
Yeah, send him on a mission.
There you go. Put him in a box.
Traveling Paul.
Yeah, you do traveling Dr. Evil here.
Yeah. Well, me and my kids used to go on trips like down at Disney and stuff. We brought them when we did the 2012 JoeCon, is we bring a G.I. Joe with us on adventure. And we went to Disney, and we're going along the path from one adventure to the other. And there's like a little stone wall or whatever. Put his G.I. Joe climbing the stone wall. I'm holding up traffic, taking pictures of G.I. Joe climbing the stone wall. Put him back in my pocket. Go. We got home, and he did half the side of his head had no fuzz left on it from rubbing on the side of my leg, and just.
JEB says World Box Figures. Are you familiar with those?
No,
I'm not either.
No.
Stacy? No.
Nope.
Never heard of them.
I've seen some other stuff at shows. I've seen some other window boxes like the cat stuff at shows. And then half of it is somebody else. And then the other half winds up being the cat's work, just making full circle.
Yeah.
But showing its face somewhere else. So I'm telling you, man, get your figures together. Make some boxes.
Apparently, there's a demand for the physical therapist motivator.
What is that?
That would be Paul.
Oh.
You can do it.
Motivator. Everybody's wanting a Paul
One
Knapp.
step at a
One
time.
Paul Knapp head.
I'll sign them for you. I'll make them official.
Yeah.
Not official unless it's signed by me.
Sign it on the back of the neck.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Phil Mahalik uses
Physical therapist by day.
adventure team by night. Phil Mahalik says he uses the World Box female bodies. I think that's the one he's talking about.
Oh,
They're the
World
lifelike
Box.
ones. Yeah.
I thought World Box was a box maker.
No, it's an
It
actual. It's
doesn't.
like Blue
Yeah.
Box Toys or
It's
I
Yeah.
not,
looked that up.
I think. I don't know.
Well, that's what that word it
Oh.
seemed like.
Is that the one with the lungs?
Yeah, I think that's the one
Breathing
I'm talking about.
apparatus.
Filmaholic has a bunch of those. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
They must be.
Very cool.
Wow.
If Filmaholic is using World Box, they got to be kind of high end figures, I bet.
Yeah,
'Cause
he does.
He has some nice stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way out of my price league.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of the Sigma figures. I think they were a great line. I thought they did a great job on them. Yeah.
So when I first started with the AOA, I used those boxes and I sent them out to all the guys in the AOA, and that was when we started the box challenge. I don't know if you've seen some of my older videos, but that's how we got started with that. So, but yeah,
Some of the older
I only
box
came
stuff.
across like an adventure team once or twice. They're those ones are harder to find than the military ones, the real Sigma 6 ones.
They only did the 3 adventure team ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they made a bunch of the Cobra and
Oh yeah, the whole
know.
line is all GI Joe Cobra base,
yeah.
and then they did the 3 spin off of these, and then left it at that.
Hmm.
And they got weird after. I think these were 2007 actually that they made these things.
So what date do you put on your boxes?
Well, since they're a photocopy of the Snake one, then that's what's on there. Is
Oh, okay.
all of them are now dated 2007. So
Got it.
because I just used one of the Cobra ones I cut right along the seam, and then scanned it in 4 different spots to capture the whole thing, put the whole thing back together on a computer, spin it around, take out the picture, put my picture in there, and then it took a few times sitting with the guy to get it done, but it was pretty cool seeing different things come alive, right in front of your eyes and stuff. It's nice. But and then the badges, they're all on the book. The book had all the badges on there that I needed, so we just scanned all the badges off of the book, went whatever photos, cut around them, take that image, put it where I needed it on the box, so up on the top, and then I wrote my new stories and then sat with them, and then we blanked out, dusted out all the old words, and then wrote in all the new stuff, compressed it, make it look correct, and sized it, and then put it back in, and then again made all the little lists on the bottom where it comes with the hatchet, the bird hawk, the hawk, the rest for him to grab onto, the eagle or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Jeff said the Collectors Club had green Sigma 6 crates with the AT logo in it.
Oh yeah, they're the plastic ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
they're molded. They were molded.
Yeah, it was something. It was like a 2-pack, or a 3-pack that you could buy at the convention. It was an add-on thing for one of the years. I don't remember what year it was. Might have been right around the Last Man Standing, because they had the
I think it was.
Hey Jim, you got a question from Ernie?
What do you got?
He says, "What out of your collection? What's your favorite figure? Your personal collection?"
Oh, I don't know, because I'm starting to create some new stuff now. So, or just even like we showed the last time. Actually, it's still the tradition. It's the Sea Adventure. He's always been my favorite guy. Down core, it's the Sea Adventure. Yeah.
Nice. Because you had the painted figures growing up, right? Or did...
Well, I'm one of 11 kids.
Yeah.
Right in the middle, and my oldest brother, he's 10 years older, and he started with the painted head stuff. The second, the third, the fourth boy. The third boy still had painted head stuff. So by the time it got to me, dude, it was a huge box with all the Jeep, the space capsule, everything in it. Everything was in there. Now and then starting to collect again. when I first started collecting, I was like, oh, that was the gas mask. That was the little canister that went with the gas. I remember that. I was like, I remember their British jacket, with the bars and all the mashed up. By the time I got it, it had a little piece
ribbons,
of,
yeah.
a little dusting of whatever paper still left above the pocket or whatever still left in there. So I played with the painted head. I played with the adventure team. But what I got as a kid, what I received at Christmas and birthdays was adventure team. So I'm an adventure team kid. So that's why all this stuff appeals to me. That's why I say I'm doing a 3 3/4 inch set. That's adventure team. So it's the themes from yesteryear brought to life as best I can without altering too much, and then adding, these GI Joe, but that's not, but adding it to it. So like I have a shark one going on. It's not a GI Joe shark.
So you're getting 3 3/4 heads made?
Well, I'm kind of doing some of that. It's not for the tiny little head. It's I just clamped. I made one so far.
Okay, bro. Yeah.
So I'm
I don't know if Angelo goes that small, does he? Do you, Stacy?
kind of.
I've done them, but I don't. Yeah,
but I mean,
I've not made them.
Does somebody make it?
I've locked them. Somebody made it. Yeah.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
3 3/4. The 118. Angelo did 118.
Did he?
Well, those are the ones that I showed you. I had on the pencil or on the keyboard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We all know this guy, Dr. Isotope. So I found on eBay that somebody had made a green glow in the dark Storm Shadow. So I bought that, and then I took them apart, and then so I didn't paint the head or whatever, but I painted them chrome silver, taped off whatever, painted his black boots. And then that's the only head that I flocked is I took a little paper cup and I put the black and green flocking in there. So his hair would look a little green. So that came out pretty cool. I held it with the locking pliers, the hemostats or whatever.
Yep.
I just clamped on the neck thing, stuck it to I had the cup and I put a piece of paper on the top, taped it on there, and then I put a hole in there, stuck his head through type thing. I'm shaking it 2 hands, all goofy looking. Painted on there, got the pliers with the bib on there, looked like an ice pop, an old ice pop. Paint it, shake it. So he came out pretty cool. Dr. Isotope. I got a 3-inch glow in the dark Dr. Isotope, silver outfit on him, fuzzy head, green and black hair. So yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. So do you have any of the original GI Joes you played with as a kid, or do your brothers have any?
No, unfortunately, they were lost in a house fire. So
yeah,
they're all gone. So I don't have any original stuff. Everything's been collected.
Got a couple more minutes. Any more questions from the chat room, or
just start again?
Yeah. So,
Rick, anything?
I'm pretty impressed with your work there. It's pretty
cool,
amazing.
I appreciate that.
So, what do you do with the other figure that you took out of the box? You just sell those, or you just got a big box?
I got 3 of them all put back together. Like I saw this with the other thing just wrapped around it and shrunk wrap. So I can bring that to a toy show and throw it.
Oh, okay. You just sell it like that. So
sell it like that, whatever.
Yeah,
nice.
$50, something like that.
How cheap are you finding the Sigma 6 figures now? I haven't.
I've gotten. I think it was about $50 or $60. I've gotten as low as to get. I bought 4 of them. I got 3 of them downstairs, and I have this one. I bought 4 of them to use to make these things. So I think I paid like maybe 75 or 80 for the highest one out of the 4. So
that's not bad.
It doesn't matter, if I make $50 back, 40, $50 back to create this thing that never existed before. You have to invest something, and not
Did you
just
have fun doing it?
Dude, It's just it's a labor of love, as all of us know that are in this hobby. You know,
Right.
I had an amazing time, a lot of fun doing it, especially working with the graphics guy to help me with this. He's he's quite the character. So
We got another question from the chat room. Matthew
so what do
O'Connor
you
wants to
got?
know how
How
hard
hard?
is it to find the different cardstock to cut and fold?
Um, it's not hard. Hobby Lobby.
Oh, is that what you're using? Yeah.
Yeah. I had gotten a cardboard from somewhere, and I used that. That's what's in one of the pictures. It was too thick. I folded it, and the whole thing just wanted to just keep opening back up
Unfold?
because
Yeah.
cardboard was too strong. It just wanted to keep opening back up. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I had used my caliper. Now I measured the original
The
box, the
thickness.
thickness
Yeah.
of the cardboard. Go to Hobby Lobby, measure their stuff. It's slightly thinner, but now I'm going to put my laminate on there. So I'm like, it was like exact. You know, after I put my laminate on there, that's a
On top of
vinyl.
it. Yeah.
Right, like the other guy asked
Yeah.
before. It's printed on vinyl, and then I cut out just a little
Yeah.
big, put that onto the cardboard. Now you finish cutting out to create your whole new box around the little tabs, the window, the hole in it over here, the whole 9 yards. Cut it all out. The 4 boxes that I bought, cannibalize the window out of it carefully, take it out, clean all the cardboard off of the glue that's still stuck on the window, and then double-sided tape, glue it back in. And that's why it's still got the original folds in here. It's got little divots in here where it meets up with the cardboard, a little hole in there. So that's all correct, original, true. Looks exactly like the old one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Gregorio Salinas wants to know, what are your thoughts on modern packaging? I guess the stuff that's out there now in stores.
As far as what we're doing, like this, and the cat, what's he's doing, like those boxes, or
Well,
modern
I think he means like
packaging,
what you see in stores now versus
just a backing card with a blister bubble on
yeah,
there.
blister bubble out. So I would say, yeah.
If that's what you're talking about, it's limited. You know,
Yeah.
you got a picture that's being covered up with everything, and then on the back of it, it's a partial picture being accompanied by literature, and copyrights, and all that other stuff. So, just add so much more. So, and even the cat's boxes, they offer so much more. You got 6 panels to dress, including the inside of the box. So now you got 7. You got the artwork that runs down one side, and then you got inside, like,
Yeah.
I didn't show up, I share, but
Ronald McDonald wants to know, do you have anything robotic? I don't know. You working on anything? Any
I don't,
figures that are robotic or just G.I. Joe stuff?
just GI Joe. I don't. That's enough. I got, we're all collectors. We're all GI Joe collectors. But then there's that little spot with the monster stuff, and there's that spot with the other stuff because I like them.
Yeah.
It's just, you get to that point where it's like, well, I can't keep buying any monster stuff, and now it's taking up space because I keep buying GI Joe stuff, and let me sell off the monster stuff or something. You wind up, well, you still keep some pieces that are really cool. I got cool Godzillas out on the cat treehouse in the living room. So, but you keep some stuff.
Hey,
some stuff
hey, you know what we forgot was your video, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The video.
We've been
Yes.
here all night talking about shit, and you sent me that.
That's all right, man. That's all
Why
right,
don't,
man.
why don't you talk us through these pictures, man? It's about
Yep.
40
Here we
seconds
go.
long, so
Yep.
walk us through these.
Yep. These are the pictures that Jan Montagna took with the action figures. That was the first step.
Yeah.
Get the action figures and the creatures, give them to
Look at that,
Jan.
man.
And he created the 3 environments and took the pictures, which ultimately went on the back of the packaging that I created, that
So
were
that's the
created
back of one of them right there.
with help. Yep, that's the Jaws of Death. Yeah, and then we saw the Scorpion one just before that and started with the Gorilla. That's the inside of the packaging. That's everything wire tied to the plastic, clear plexiglass plastic, and now taped into the original backing insert card with the new artwork applied to it, like we showed earlier. The poster things that I rolled out, I showed you, and that one shows the one that I didn't show because yeah, that's the insert, and that's ready to. It's ready for the book that came with each one of the sets. Shows the map with the 6 different adventures.
Mhm.
Each adventure, red dot has got the symbol. There we got Duke inside his box. The shark background going on. He's got his trusty sea sled, one of his pistols in hand, one tied behind him. There's the prints, the boxes, the 3 boxes, the 3 inserts, just back from the printer, basically ready for to be applied to cardboard. The backing pictures up on the top are going to be applied to the box inserts that we saw earlier with the. And here we go.
You want to show this or what?
Sure, play. New York Galopticon, folks. Here we're coming at you. Yeah, we got the who was that? Rodan, right? No,
That was the
Gamma.
Godzilla suit right
Gamma.
there, right? With the
That was the turtle. That was the flying turtle. Yeah, yeah.
but
on
that's the
set.
Godzilla suit, right? With the figure in
No,
it.
that's Gamma. That's
Oh,
the
that's Gamma.
same idea. I have Godzilla in the cabinet right here underneath these Adventure Team sets. And then there's one more. There's a pterodactyl one too. There's 3 of them that they made. They're
And who's King Kong in the back? Where did you get him?
Yeah, that's it might be a McFarlane thing. It comes with some red rag doll, not a rag doll, but the girl that hangs off of him.
Yeah,
off of his.
Hey,
hand.
Jim, are you trying to imply something? I see you have 2 men of Asia.
I think that's probably what would have been most found on the movie
Probably been
set.
both fighting them, yeah.
On the movie set when those
was gonna say.
camera movies were made. So, nothing.
That's funny.
It's just trying to be depicting history correctly. How's that?
This is a diorama you have set up somewhere, or is this just?
That's what I want to do down in that's part of my basement. What I want to do is have trains. They're all store shelving down there that I got from Kmart. They redid Kmart, so I dumpster dived and loaded up with a whole bunch of store shelving. So what I want to do is on one level is run the trains all around the store shelving amongst the GI Joe stuff. So it'll start in the city right there. It'll travel behind a couple box sets or a bunch of box sets, get to another little vignette with another little town or city or whatever, and then go pass through there, around the corner, across a bridge or something to the other shelving. Yeah, camera. Yeah. And then to some more cities and stuff, do a teardrop loop and come back, drop back. I got a bunch of Entenmann's trains too. That's what I'm big on, collecting those ones. The O scale, they put Entenmann. So I'm from New York here. My parents are from Queens, Long Island area. So Entenmann's comes from
Pretty
Long
accurate
Island.
subway car there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I got they made a Yankee set, they made a Met one, and then they made an add-on set which had 2 Mets, or the other one had 2 Yankees. So I bought 2 sets, one of each, switched 2 of the cars, and then I sold 1 set to my cousin, who was him and her cousins is one's a Met fan, one's a Yankee fan, so it suited them, and then it left me 1 box set with one each of the cars in it. So it's kind of pretty cool. Worked out perfect. So I'm a train collector also. A little bit, not so much. I grew up with the trains. My dad made a huge train board, O scale, all playing on that and building stuff, building models, the 1/24 scale car models, motorcycle. And
Paul's a train collector too.
yeah, I remember hearing you saying something and about the setting the kids asking about setting up the train board and stuff like that. What do you do? O scale or HO?
And I do N scale.
Oh, N scale. So you got like 3 cities on the door.
Oh yeah, mine's
Yeah.
huge, man. Yeah, you can fit a lot with
I
N
need
scale.
3 doors to make 1 city with the O
Yep.
scale. So that's why I just want to do a little vignette. It'll pass right by, go behind. It'll go travel behind these things, and then when it gets to the end of them over here, then there's a little town, and then it'll go pass right through the town or whatever, a couple buildings, a house or somebody, whatever. Probably the little kid from Polar Express will probably want to have in houses. Just little stuff like that, little things. Like, oh, hey, that's him. There he is.
Sure.
Stuff like that. little nostalgia stops along the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Jim, I want to thank you for coming on. We're at the top of the hour right now. I'm going to bring you up big.
Thanks.
You can
Thank you
tell
for,
people how to
thank you for
find
having
you and how to find Jan and how
Yeah.
to find
Well,
the cat, if you would.
Jan,
So,
yep. Jan he does his photography stuff. He's on Instagram, Mr. Kregaff. Check him out. He great photography. Really, go check it out. Again, the cat's boxes. Look him up. The cat on eBay. Yep. If you want stuff like that, this stuff is all custom made for myself. My enjoyment of sharing it with you people. G.I. Joe, it's the
nice.
way to go, man. It's fun stuff. Find your hobby. If it's not G.I. Joe, but find your hobby and pursue it. Turn it into a passion. It's good for the heart. It really is.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Good stress management.
Agreed.
man.
Agreed.
Cool, man.
Stacey, who do we have next week, buddy?
I don't know.
Santa Claus.
Stacey,
Jim,
you had one job. You had one job.
What? I have one job?
It's the guy
Whoa.
from Canada. It's the guy from Canada. I'll give you a
I'm
hint.
sorry?
Whoa.
I have one job?
You had
Oh,
one
our
job to
panel-
have the next guest. And
Our
you,
panel
Jim,
member
Jim
is back.
Casey's next Monday.
Jim Casey,
And
and then who's
then
after that?
Tony T.
Tony
will be
T. He's going to finish out the year.
following Monday, which is the last Monday of the year.
Yes.
Or
So
last Monday of December.
2 more Mondays, and then we're to 2025.
And Murray will be
Nice.
back with us on both of those.
Yeah,
And
we got a
What
well,
number
2
show we up
Canadians
to
next
now?
week.
40 what?
What?
We're up to number 40 what episode?
You're at 47, so we'll have
Yeah.
49 when we're
49
before the end of the
episodes.
year.
Yeah, we're going to break that next year. We're going to have all 52 next year.
I don't know, man.
Special
we did take
episodes
a
in
month
there.
off in the middle of summer, or we would have over
Yeah.
52. So
Yeah.
this was
Wouldn't
good.
be wouldn't be
We can do
number
the show on the
47 if it
road.
wasn't for
We can get
Stacy.
I know.
Rick.
Right?
We can get Rick to come out
There you go.
to Kentucky. We could do the show on the road.
Do a live show. Yeah.
Do a live
No.
show on a Saturday.
Didn't I ever tell you
Rick,
that story?
Rick.
I'm being from Kentucky.
We'll
You
put a
what?
wig on you. That's not Rick. That's his younger brother.
No, it's okay. If we'll just get a little Rick figure then. We'll get it made, and then we'll just be us two.
Travel.
We'll put that on. We'll put that
What do you
on
think,
the
Rick? It
video,
looks like
so
this
they'll
with a
think
head.
you were at home.
Traveling Rick.
Traveling Rick.
Rick couldn't be with us, but we have his figure here. So
Yeah.
We have
all
his
right,
head-
guys. So we got Mr. Casey next week and Tony T the week after. Guys, have a great week.
Yeah.
Jim, once
Merry
again, thanks
Christmas,
for joining us
everybody.
tonight, brother.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, Jim.
Great show. Good show, Jim.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Excellent.